Hi, you're in the back room with Becky, and it's a terrific Tuesday. And what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the Housewives of Beverly Hills and a little bit of love and hip hop. Now, the first thing that I have to go back over is that Tea Party last week and how it kind of overlapped. It's like it was foreshadowing of the events to come. You got to stop and think. My mom was watching with me when we were having mother-daughter time. Sometimes I watch sports with her, and sometimes she watches The Housewives with me. I don't even let her watch Love and Hip Hop, and she has on occasion watched the Basketball Wives, and she don't think too much of them either. So, they're at this tea party when the big reveal about what is the source of Taylor and Russell's real issues in the marriage, which they deeper than him, even if he is putting his hands on her. But when they came back, when they were standing there and snapping at each other, and then the other girls told, "We've been protecting you," and Mother was like, "Oh no, you know, high tea is a big custom and tradition in England, and that's, oh no, it's ceremonial. It's very important to them. Now, if you don't have big, that's not appropriate." I said, "What's not appropriate, Mother?" She said, "All that outbursting, discussing their personal business in a large crowd of people." I said, "Mom, what large crowd of people?" If it was more than two of them and she's talking about her personal business, that was one too many. I was like, "Okay, Mother." So Mother is very observant as she's watching the show with me. So you gotta love it. Because, old people don't edit anymore. And then, yes, I could call my mama old because she is. Bless her heart, I'm glad she's still here. Lots of material if I ever want to do stand up. Mother, Mother was like, that's really just bad behavior. Them women don't have nothing to do but shop, drink, and cuss each other out. I said, "No, Mom, that's the Basketball Wives. These ladies, they just blacklist you." So Lisa is excited. Pandora's getting married. Finally, because I would have been like, "Look, if you stand up one more time making that speech, talking about I'm not going to ask her to marry me. No, he wants to spend the rest of his life, da da da." He's got a sense of humor. I can see why Pandora would dig on him. But Lisa's getting excited about the wedding. And then you see the Frou Frou guy. I love him. But he reminds me of that guy from Father of the Bride. Then he said, he's on one of those wedding shows too. I think it's Beverly Hills Brides or something on TLC. Anyway, because if you watched, any of those shows, comes on right after Yes to the Dress. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, this Asian guy, and he's just like real over the top. And Lisa is kind of, if you notice her, yes, she's elegant, she's classy, but she's not like Adrian with the glitter strings in her hair. She's not over the top with it. She worked for her money. Adrian was born into money and made more money. So you got Lisa and Pandora's wedding. I mean, now they're gonna have the big bachelorette party. I imagine she is. If there was my daughter, I'd be like, "Pandora, you don't want me there because wherever I go right now, the camera goes." And when you have your bachelorette party, for real, I keep telling people, when naked men get in the room, women act different. We act just like men. It's like, and we just go crazy. I would not be inviting my mother to my bachelorette party. Thank you very much. The Chloe did that with her mother, and she saw these girls with all these singles, and she made her exit stage right. Okay. Now, something like that's going to happen on the Atlanta Housewives, but I don't want to be a spoiler. We're looking at these girls, and Lisa and Pandora talking about the wedding. Oh, the bridesmaid dresses are gorgeous. She has the same kind of taste as her mother. Adrian and Paul, something very interesting on these days that I watch these shows, watch with my mother, and so she's observing, and she's seeing different things, and she says, "Who is he?" She saw Kim's boyfriend, and she saw Paul, Adrian's husband, and she said, "Oh, like they didn't belong." And I said, "Well, he's a surgeon, Mother, and he's engaged to the girl from the Disney films." And she was like, "Mm-mm." So I was like, "Okay." I was like, Mom, that was kind of. I said, why you? He just look rough. He like he don't belong. And look how he's eating. And Adrian tickles me because she looks at him when he's eating. She almost act like she's the princess and he's the frog. That's what she act like. And it kind of make me think like that sometimes. Because Frog, Paul is kind of rough around the edges, but it also is what makes him real. So when he say stuff, you tend to look at him and say, he don't care about eating on camera and dropping crumbs and chewing with his mouth open, so he gonna tell the truth. Oh, God. Taylor and Russell in this big, humongous birthday party, rodeo festival, concert, bull ride. They got a bull ride set up and they serving drinks. They got a concert going on. This boy that wrote a song for the baby. Now, on her 4th birthday, she spent $50,000. What you bet she spent $100,000 this year? And about the baby horse. You know they did. And Russell he was about appearance, very much so. If you observe him in any of the episodes, he's also always looking like he's watching to see where the camera is. You shifty eye. My mother said about him too. She said, he reminds me of a lizard. I said, Mom, why you say that? She said, because look, he's shifty eyes. He always looking at the corner of his eyes. I see people look like that, they done did some wrong and they don't want their back to the door. I said, what you mean back to the door, Mother? She said, because back in the day, gangsters never said with their back to the door because somebody was always gunning for them. So that's how he act, kind of shifted like. And yeah, that's what I think about him. I was like, talk about the light in the dark. That lady said it, and that medium said it. Okay, I hope y'all keeping up. We're still talking about Beverly Hills Housewives, and we're talking about Russell and Taylor. Now, it was alleged that Russell was beating her. Now, you from Oklahoma. You done told one girl you would take her out in the back and open up some Oklahoma on her. But you getting beat up and your jaw broken. You're telling your girlfriend, but y'all ain't do nothing. Y'all ain't take no pictures. So what was telling was when she said to her, oh, no, you gonna tell the truth. She said, we've been protecting you. You worried about what you're setting this up. And you talking about Camille gonna be shoveling shit. You still so mad at her that she's all of a sudden that you got some balls now. But when he was whooping your ass and you was running to them and telling them your business, you had the balls to run to the police station. Okay, shut up, Heifer. I think you lying too. Okay. Now, because this is a man that cares very much about appearance. Would you whoop your wife's ass and then know she's on camera? She's lying. Okay. It's gonna come out. But now that he's dead, maybe not. She know how to rope a steer. Maybe she knew how to... Let me stop. My imagination. I'm a writer, so my imagination is wild. Mauricio and Kyle. If they not the cutest, but I just knew he was going to know how to ride that bull, baby. That's a Latin man. Shh, don't play. I think a lot of them hate on Kyle because Kyle is one of the realest because it's not about money. They work for theirs. She said, I may not be the richest girl, but I'm the luckiest. She got the finest husband. Smart kids, good children. She still look good. She got a few little chinks in the armor. She ain't perfect. She in her sister's business too much. She might need to come up with a line or a product or something. She got the little girl. The little girl is gorgeous. She look like she mixed with black. So I love Mauricio and Kyle. And Kyle, she need to calm down just a little bit. Don't be so overly involved in what's going on with the rest of the people and let that fine man get away. Because they is plotting on you, girlfriend. Now, Kim and the new boyfriend, my mom, like I said, looked at both of them and said, well, who are they and what do they do like they didn't belong? And she said, I know why she's scared to introduce him to her family, because her family was going to look at him and say, he ain't too attractive. Then they're not attractive, they start cutting their face up and making them look like how they want to look. He don't look like he that type of fella. He look like a truck driver. And I was like, Mama, that was not nice. But elderly people, they can say whatever they want to. Because who gonna edit them? I'm not. Man, the new girl, Brandy, I feel sorry for her. She's like a little puppy that you kick and she keep coming back. Kim, you didn't have to be nasty like that. Learn how to be nasty. Like the preacher's daughter. I'm going to be cussing you behind my teeth and say, it's good to see you too. You look gorgeous. Marvelous. Good to see you. Now go back over there. We was in a private conversation. You don't want to be bothered with the girl. You don't have to just She treated that girl like brick wall, waterfall. You thought that you knew it all, but you don't. So disappear. So Brandy is on the outs again, and she droops off. She ain't got no fist in her glove. I would be like, you ain't got to like me, but you damn sure gonna respect me. I'm on this show with you. I said hello, bitch. Can you say hello? Else we might have to throw down. She had a walking boot on. She might could have handled Kim. She couldn't handle Kim and Kyle. Mauricio looks so sexy on that cow. What is that about, having a riding cow like that? That bull, that steer right thing, that's a sexual thing. Now, they had it down the country for the rodeo men would ride them and entertain the ladies, and then somebody found out, oh, look how they look when they're going up and down. So they decided to put them in the clubs and stuff. Now, you got that's at a kid's birthday party. For real. They're doing too much mixing for me. As a professional nanny, formerly and now retired, I would never have that going on around my kids. They would be in another part of the house or the grounds. That's separate. That's too adult. But then, when they got money like that, I think you have too much money and not enough sense. Bam. Oh my God, love it. Hip hop. Oh, let's talk about Dana. Dana is like, I'm so glad to find out that she has something that she knows how to do, that she just not walking around talking about, these glasses cost $25,000. These are Louis Vuitton. And these are good. She's a name dropper. And it makes it seem, you're nouveau riche. You're not used to money. And now everybody know it. But she's also an event planner in Beverly Hills. So, homegirl ain't broke. And that guy, we ain't seen him yet. He may never show up. It tends to be like that. She's somebody's baby mama, too. Okay, you just got a ring, but the ring don't mean a thing. Love and hip hop. First impressions, right or wrong, or lasting impressions, those girls behave badly every episode. So it's almost starting to say, you are representing the stereotypical part of hip-hop. Thank God that we got Reverend Ron and some of these other people to watch their shows. And somebody left a message on my YouTube like a question mark, Reverend Ron. Who is Reverend Ron? If you don't know who he is, then you don't need to be on my page. Bam. So, love and hip hop, the girls fighting. If your shoes is red at the bottom and they legitimate and stuff, that means you're wearing Louis Vuitton's $2,000 shoes, heifers. Don't be out there acting like cats in the alley, scratching and going on. I told you last time, if you don't want your men to act like dogs, stop acting like bitches. Don't turn your ass up for everybody to hit you. Stop having babies like they, If God wants us to have babies in a litter, that's another thing. All these multiple births. We'll get to that because I'm watching Beyonce. You just watch her see. She has some fertility help. We back on to Chrissy. I'm not so impressed with you anymore because the fact that you fought this girl and you want to fight her again, tells me something else going on, and you really want to fight Jim Jones' mama. That's just the bottom line. I don't know if somebody you'll ever be ready for. Somebody need to just come on out and tell her for real it's time to give up that dream and close your pants up when you're up on stage. That's not cute. Yandy, I'm ready for her to go. She needs to be gone like 2 minutes ago. She's a money dog, and she's a bloodsucker, and Chrissy gonna call her on it. The other girl, Olivia, I don't think too much of her either. I thought she's a fake bitch, too. She is. And I think she's unrealistic about what she expects to get from the market. You gotta prove yourself. You in the back room, Becky. It's terrific Tuesday. Some of y'all acting terrible. Get it together. Peace and love always for the people.